So in mountain pose, we really want to ground down our feet onto the earth, onto the floor beneath us. So feel all four corners of your feet. Shoulders are back and away from your ears. Palms can be facing at your side or towards the front of the room. This is a great spot to catch your breath, to center. And from here, we're going to come into some balance poses. So with balance in yoga, it's important to learn about your drishti, your eyes, your focus. We should be looking at something on the ground that's not moving. It will help you through each pose. So our first pose we're going to work on today is tree pose. So bringing the bottom sole of your foot, we're going to bring it towards your ankle, bending that right knee, and then our hands are going to come up to our heart center in the Namaste Mudra. Keeping it here, or if you want more of a challenge today, lengthening with your body, you can slide the sole of your foot up to the outside of your shin. Staying away from your knee. Find your balance. Remember your drishti, concentrating on something on the ground that's not moving. Balance is your strength today. You can slide that foot up past your knee to the inside of your thigh. Lengthening in the crown of your head. Opening our right hip so your right knee should be pulling towards the back of the room. And maybe your hands, your branches come up towards the ceiling. Chest is lifted. Think about this strong pose. Find your breath. It's okay if you fall out of this pose, you can come right back in. And then we'll lower that right foot to the ground. Maybe you want to shake out your hips a little. And then we'll come back and do the opposite side. So grounding down on that right foot, I'm going to slide the sole of our opposite foot to the outside of our ankle. Hands to heart center. Lengthening on our side body here. Creating space throughout this pose. Maybe our foot slides up. Maybe our branches lift. And I'm going to slowly come out of this pose. Foot to the ground. And we're going to bring our hands by our side. The second standing balance pose we're going to work on today is airplane pose. So with airplane pose, I'm going to ground down on both feet. My hands are going to come up to heart center. And I'm going to begin to hinge forward. And then with my right leg, I'm going to kick that back, lifting it off of the mat. Toes pointing down towards my mat or towards the ground. And your hands can stay here, or maybe your arms come out like an airplane wings. Come back to center when you're ready. Take a moment. And then we'll do the opposite side. Grounding down now on that opposite foot. Our left foot kicks back. Toes pointing down towards the mat. Arms extended. Crown of your head reaches towards the front of the room. And now I'm going to place that opposite left foot on the mat. Mountain pose. 3 breaths here. come into a wide-legged forward fold. So my legs are gonna come out wide. And I'm gonna place my hands on my hips. From here, I'm gonna begin to hinge at my hips, coming all the way down, bringing our hands towards the earth, and just allowing my head and neck to fall. Shoulders are back and away from my ears. Using my breath to maybe with the every exhale, come a little bit closer to the earth. And now I'm going to toe heel my feet towards each other and then bend my knees, place my hands on my hips and slowly come up to standing. Nice work. We're going to come onto our backs now. So we're going to prepare for bridge pose. So my knees are going to be bent and I'm going to slowly lowering my back onto the ground. My knees are bent, my arms are out by my side, and we're gonna come into what's called a yoga bridge pose. Yoga bridge pose, our head, neck, and shoulders are on the mat or on the ground or on a towel, whatever you're using today for your practice. And I'm gonna walk my heels in close to my fingertips. They don't need to touch. Mine definitely don't touch. And from here, I'm going to use the palms of my hands and the bottom of my feet to gently lift my hips up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Imagine this tall bridge that you've created in your body. One last breath. Use your palms of your hands and the bottom of your feet to lift you a little bit higher. And now slowly we're going to release our spine one vertebrae at a time on the ground. So my upper back is going to go first, slowly. And now my middle back, all the way to my lower back. And we're going to do that one more time. So inhale. Push your hands and your feet towards the ground, and then exhale, we're going to lift up. Lifting, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come down onto our mats. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. It's really important to give ourselves some love and some self-care. That way we're able to love our family and our friends and our community. And from here, we're going to come into happy baby pose. So I'm going to bend my knees. My elbows are going to be inside my knees, and then my hands are going to be reaching for the outside of my feet. My tailbone, the lowest part of my back, is going to be on the ground. So you don't want to be up high. You want that pushing down on the ground below you. Feet are flexed. Option to stay here and just bring that tailbone to the floor, or maybe you begin to rock gently from side to side, giving your spine a nice massage. And now I'm going to extend my legs towards the ceiling, coming into candlestick pose. Arms are straight down along the side of your body. Toes pointing down towards your face. Breathe, find your breath here. Find your stillness. And then we're going to slowly bring your feet towards the mat. Coming into a twist. We're going to bring our arms out towards the side like a T or like a cactus or field goal arms. Feet lift off of our mat, knees are bent, and I'm going to drop my knees to one side and I'm going to look in the opposite direction. Breathe here. Feel this twist. And then we're going to come back to center. And I'm going to drop my knees to the opposite side. And I'm going to look in the opposite direction of my knees. Feel the twist again. Breathe into that twist. We'll meet back. Straightening our legs on the floor, the ground beneath us. We're going to come into a nice stretch. So my hands are going to come towards the back of the room and my toes are going to pull towards the front of the room. Stretch like you just woke up from a nice long rest. Stretch, 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 and then we're going to come into Shavasana pose. Shavasana pose is a pose of stillness. So find a comfortable position, allowing everything to melt into the ground underneath you. Toes can rest out to the side. Palms of your hands can be facing towards the ceiling. Shoulders back and away from your ears. Once you find these comfortable positions and stillness, you can begin to close your eyes. Or just have a gentle gaze at something that's not moving. Return back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Feel the rise and the fall of your breath. Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you want. You want to begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can do that at this time. If not, continue to breathe. Bring awareness back into your body. I'm going to roll towards one side, using our bottom arm as a pillow. So go ahead and bend your knees. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for your practice. And then we're going to slowly make our way back into our easy pose. Or you can continue in Shavasana as long as you need. Keeping our eyes closed. We're going to bring our hands to our heart center. Thank you for your practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all for your practice, and I'll see you again soon.